Hello, friends from the comic book world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to talk about the November 20th, 2023 FOC. Hector and I, we work for Penguin Random House, so the titles that you'll see today are those that we can sell into the international market. And aside from this YouTube channel, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X. So check us out at PRH International Comics, where you'll see our updates, posts on there. Definitely interact with us there, here as well on YouTube. Let us know what your pickups are for this upcoming FOC as well. So we'll go ahead and get started here with our first pick. So let me go ahead and do that, flip through that.
Yes, so my first pick is Vinland Saga Deluxe 1. This is obviously a deluxe edition of the amazing Makoto Yukimura's series, Vinland Saga, which is extremely successful, not just in the manga, but also on TV, on the animation. And I'm so excited that this is coming to a deluxe format. It goes on sale in February, and obviously we're talking about it because it's on this FOC, so you need to jump on it. And the story, pretty much everybody should know. It's about the war over dominance of England, and a boy where who loses everything and vows revenge, and it follows that story. So it's a very graphic, very violent story, and very dramatic too. It's very cool. If you haven't read this before, I highly recommend it. But also, we want to feature that this deluxe edition, we do really well, and I know stores love and readers love when their favorite series are translated into a deluxe edition. So I think this is a perfect one for that. This includes volume 1 to 3. It's a bigger size. It's 7 inches by 10 inches, not the regular manga trim. And it includes, I'm going to read from here, exclusive color art never before published in English. There's a piece about the creator, Makoto Yukimura, where he opens up about the pivotal moments of the story. Full full leather covers featuring historical Viking runes, and this picture doesn't make it, you can't really tell how cool this is in real person. Um, and it has original end papers with a beautiful color map. And as I mentioned before is a larger size than ever before, and it includes maps, concept art, and behind the scene details. Uh, think, you know, Berserker Deluxe, which is from another publisher, from Dark Horse. This is Kodansha, but think that's basically what this is. But for Vinland Saga, like I mentioned, this is coming out in February, and then there's Deluxe. The volume 2 for the Deluxe is coming in April, and the volume 3 is already announced for June. So Kodansha is like already scheduling these to come very regularly. So make sure you jump on this. I think this is gonna be big, huge, amazing, and um, highly recommend you place your orders now.
And
Yes.
we also have world rights on this, which is
Yes,
great.
thank you.
Yeah.
That was like the
hmm
biggest point, and I forgot to make it. We have world rights. It's like we can't say it more times. World
World,
rights.
world.
I'll
There
keep
should
repeating
be,
it. We
yeah,
have world rights because it's Kodansha, and we have world rights for Kodansha.
exactly. Yeah. So world rights.
World rights. Did we mention that we have world rights for
World
this?
rights.
Before I forget, we have world rights. Okay. Thank you.
All right, next up is my pick, which Hector has already talked about before, but I have to talk about it again because I want to stress how significant this is. This is Obey Me, the comic. To give you a sense of perspective, last year it was reported, I believe, by the Play Store, the Android Play Store. It doesn't even include like the Apple store as well, but it was reported last year 8 million downloads across 186 countries reported last year. And this is just for the game, and this is inspired from the game, the Ultimate game. So it already has a following, a cult following, if you will, already based in the mobile game. But to have the written the written story, this is amazing. It's perfect for fans. I know that this is gonna be on like a lot, like I'm gonna be giving this as a gift to a lot of my friends who are fans of this. So it's perfect timing for when this is gonna come out too. So this one will be again, first time printing in English for Seven Seas. This is about an underworld school. So all of a sudden at the Royal Academy, a sheep appears. And the sheep must figure out, why am I a sheep? Because, they were used to being human and suddenly they wake up as a sheep in this demon academy. And then when the little sheep wakes up, the sheep is encountered by 7 eccentric demon brothers that await it. And the sheep's like, what's happening here? And so the whole premise here is the sheep has to figure out how to turn back to a human while dealing with these 7 demon brothers. Lucifer's involved. This is great. This is like a great formula for an otome. And yes, this is something that you definitely have to put on your stock list, definitely. So just wanted to point
Yeah.
it out. It's on this FOC. I'm really excited for this.
Yes. Very
We're
nice.
getting into cover picks now.
Yeah. The first one's mine. This is Beware the Planet of the Apes by Scotty Young, the variant by Scotty Young, for the #1 issue, I should have said. Um, and I mean, how cool is this? Obviously, in very Scotty Young fashion, not just beautiful and cool, but also funny. And we have some of the apes kind of seeing the human, where it looks like finding the being in shock that the human can talk and just saying hi. um and yeah, I don't think I have to say much about this. I love how he really came across with the how ragged the human is, with all the hair and the beard, and how unkept he is. And like I said, the apes look very cool. And I always love how Scotty Young does these very cute covers, but also they're so detailed. There's so much detail in the clothes of the apes and the expressions and the hair, everything. Um, and they're just on top of rocks in the planet of the apes. Very cool.
I know we have the 20th Century Studios logo on there, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
they've been doing this for like big movie properties. They're doing it for the aliens ones too, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. My pick is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 41. This is the Pete Woods variant. Really cool, very,
Yeah.
very, uh, very
Ac-
interesting.
yeah.
I just like seeing the close-up of you know, criminals
Yeah.
getting hit in the face. And looks like they're in a convenience store, just like, as
Yeah.
one does, as Spider-Man does. So this one, just wanted to mention that this is part of Gang War, but the
Hmm.
kickoff issue is issue number 39, which goes on sale December 6th, which is fairly soon. So you definitely want to pick up issue 39 and it continues onwards. And you also want to
Yeah.
pick up this issue number 41 as well. So if you didn't know, which I don't know, like, I mean, it's been everywhere, blasting all over, especially at New York Comic Con where they announced Gang War. It's just it's like a story with crime lords, supervillains fighting against each other. Spider-Man needs to pull together superheroes to like separate or like fight against the villainous factions that are fighting, like inner fighting between each other. So there's going to be tie-ins here with like the Electro version of Daredevil, for instance, Miles Morales, Shang-Chi, Spider-Woman, Luke Cage, for example. So definitely check out those tie-ins too. So just wanted to point this out. It's a really cool cover as well.
I want to go back
And
to the
yeah.
cover because
Hmm.
there's so much going on in here, but with the the other bugglers or whatever, they're one of them is webbed to the ceiling. The other one looks like in the back, but also like he's eating a burrito, a frozen burrito, as he's kicking butt.
Mm.
But also, I don't know what Cheds is, but I want to have some Cheds now. Whatever that is, it's like, I guess, potato chips or something. But they should make it a real thing. They should make Cheds a real
Chad's
thing.
a real thing. Yeah,
Yes, for sure.
that would be great.
Yes.
I even like the cashier. The cashier's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
like
so like,
freaking
oh,
out.
oh, yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
I can't
This is a
believe
great
this is
cover.
happening. Yes, it's
Hmm.
awesome. All right. Next up is my pick, The Ministry of Compliance #2. This is variant B by Brian Sook. And this is so cool. I don't know who this character is yet. The issue number one comes out this week. I haven't read it yet, so but I already love this character. I love that she is in a stall in a bathroom, a public bathroom, and sort of hiding, but she's like just hanging out really. She doesn't seem very stressed, and she's wearing sandals and a sweatshirt with a Union Jack that apparently says London on it. But there's a sword coming through from one of the sides. There's swords or that look almost like a machete on the on the floor, and there's guns all over the floor with bullets and all of that. And of course, there's all this graffiti on the stall and the walls, and of course there's an anarchist symbol back there somewhere, because there's always in bathroom stalls. A very very cool art. I mean, Ryan Sook does amazing, and he is such a rock star of a artist, and yeah, this is such a perfect, I think. Perfect take on this character. Definitely makes me want to become a fan of this character right away. So, yep, very cool.
Next up, my pick, Kid Venom Origins, issue number one, Tarn Clark variant, which is really cool. I am so intrigued by this. The Kid Venom was introduced in Death of Venom verse in backup stories, and Marvel is taking those backup stories into this one shot, but this will also include a brand new story from Tagimi. And so definitely want to pick this up. This is a one in, I should have mentioned, this is a 1 in 25 variant cover by Tarn Clark, which is really cool. Just like the look of it so much. And yeah, Marvel saw the appeal and the fan support behind this character when the character was first introduced. So taking that character and putting out this one shot is really cool. So yeah, definitely pick this up for your FOC.
And next is Star Wars Visions, the Takashi Osaki #1. This is a Stan Sakai variant. So back to Star Wars Visions, we just got this week the Peach Momoko one. But the original sort of Visions comic book that came out was with the character of Ronin that was created by Takashi Ozaki, and he comes back now with another one-shot story with the Ronin in the Star Wars universe and the droid, which I forget the name of the droid. Um, but this is aside from that, which I'm so excited about the book itself. I'm so excited about the Takashi Okazaki, who's, I'm a big fan, Afro Samurai and a bunch of other stuff, but also we get a Stan Sakai cover and it's amazing. It's such a cool one. I love that he goes with the whole uh black and white look, but all the lightsabers is red, which is the way it is in the original comics and the animation that came out for it. Um, it's really good. I mean, I there's not much to say. I love that the vantage point is from the attackers. You see their shadows, and you see the blades, the tip of the blades, and he's just standing there and ready, and he's gonna kick ass, obviously, and with his lightsaber. Very cool.
So next up is actually our announcement that we always do at the end of this. And
Yep.
from Dark Horse, we have Loud Stories to Make Your Voice Heard. So this was really interesting when I first heard about it. It broaches the topic of gender-based violence, and it takes that topic and has Italy's prominent creators and comics come together to tell stories around that topic and putting it all together in this collection that you'll see here. So this was actually this would be translated for the first time in English, translated by Anna Burton, and it'll be arriving next year in July 2024. So this is definitely something you definitely want to watch out on, recently announced by Dark Horse themselves. So just wanted to bring attention to this because I think it's a really great concept to look into those issues, perhaps beyond your borders or within your borders, wherever you are. If you're in Italy or outside of Italy, I think this is extremely important to read about. So
Yep. And we have world rights.
yes, yes. Did we
Did I
tell you?
mention that we had? Did we
Well,
mention that we have world rights for Vinland Saga? I don't know if I mentioned that. I had to drop it in there sometime before the end of the video. So yeah.
yeah. All right, that concludes our review of what we find interesting for this FOC. But obviously, there was so many others that we couldn't have picked because we don't want to be here. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to
We'd
listen to us
love to be
talk.
here talking all day, but you won't listen to us all day talking. So yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't. So, but you can also comment down below and we'll see those comments there too. Check us out on our social media. I'll put direct links in the description below. And yeah, we do this every week, so definitely come back for next week for more fun. So,
Yeah.
that's it. Bye.
Thank you. Remember that we have world rights for Vinland Saga #1 Deluxe Edition.
And
Bye.
loud.
Yes, and loud.
Bye.